All right, cool. Yo, Moore Muse listeners, what's happening? What's happening? Of course, it's your boy, as always, OG Cook. This is the very first episode of OG Talks, the OG Talk segment, basically where I just come on, rap to my viewers that I'm so grateful for. Talk to y'all about current events, current, news, everything going on in the entertainment industry. We're just gonna talk about all of it collectively, and I'm gonna do this every other week. And every once in a while, I have a guest on. And today I have a very, very, very special guest. My cousin, my blood cuz, been rocking with each other since the diapers. And he from the 2412 podcast, Ketwain, aka Yung Masta. What's going on, my boy?
What's good, Cook? What's good, man? Feels good to
Nah,
be on the
shit, man.
first edition of the OG Talks, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know it, man. I honestly, bro, I couldn't find a more perfect person to come out here and chop it up with me. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
feel
I
honored.
had to hit you up, bro. Let me dap you up virtually. I ain't
Yeah,
seen you
you
in a
already
while, my
know.
boy. I
What's
ain't seen you in
good?
a while. Hey, you know what's crazy? Last time we when I had you, Jalen and Jonathan on, I realized, bro, when I was introducing y'all, I called y'all the 2012 podcast, bro. And I'm sorry, bro. I thought I saw
Oh,
that
it's
shit when I
all
was editing
good.
it, bro, and I was like, nah, no, I didn't say that shit. So I purposely like just try not to post the shit. I was gonna ask y'all to do it over, but I was like, nah, bro, the content was so good. I just had to
It
roll with
definitely
it.
was.
I just had to roll with it. So I was like, fuck it. But I was like, next time I talk to y'all, I gotta apologize because I'm like, 2012, nigga, this ain't the movie. Like, oh, come
This ain't
on,
the movie.
bro. I don't know what I was thinking. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, first off, on the docket today, we want to talk about Deshaun pitch a tent.
That's
Watson.
it.
So
That's OG.
we got nah for real. We gonna talk about him, man. So at first, I'm pretty sure everybody is up to date on the allegations, the court hearings and everything that was going on. So originally, the NFL suspended him for 6 games, no fine. He was still gonna get paid. The NFL decided to appeal it, uh, for whatever reason. I guess Roger Goodell was being the white man that he is, and that he does a really good job at being. But that's not a justification to Deshaun Watson for everybody, just to be clear. But now, as of the other day, Deshaun Watson suspended 11 games, fined $5 million, and he also getting no pay throughout those 11 games. So, what you think about that, bro? You think he deserved that? You think they got it right, or is it too high or is it too low?
Hey, look, man. This whole situation has been confusing since the beginning because it's
Mm-hmm.
like they have no evidence. He's been maintaining his innocence, but it's like it was 24, 25 women massage therapists that was saying he was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, I was like, man, I was just at first when he just got acquitted out like the civil, it was the criminal and stuff. I was just like, all right, he free. I
Mm-hmm.
was just happy he was free to play football again. But at the same time, I was like, bro, he was really doing out here doing that shit. I was like, all right, that's a wild dude. That's some weird stuff you got going on out here.
Facts.
But six. I mean, I don't think the number is. I'm cool with the number because like Calvin really got a whole year for betting on games that he wasn't even playing in,
Nah, for real. That's a
and
different
like
story for a different day.
other dudes like Ray Rice and all them got almost whole years for the situations they was in, but they had video evidence of his. But it's still like being being a criminal is still being a criminal, I guess. But he was acquitted on the criminal cases, so he's technically not a criminal. But it's just like the aesthetic of everything
Mm-hmm.
around it is just like, man, you might have to get some time for all this. Like,
Nah, facts. So originally, didn't they say it was like 60 something women that came forward? Like, did I not? Am I hearing that number right? Because I thought I heard before it was like 66 or something like that
I'm
that
not
came
even
forward.
I'm not even sure.
Okay, well, either way, I mean, I'm all for getting massages. You know what I'm saying? Going to do your thing at the massage parlor. But when you out here like, you know what I'm saying? You out here wilding like that.
Happy endings.
You know what I'm saying? You want the happy endings. You might as well go to a massage parlor that's for that purpose. You know what I'm saying? But I think bro just got himself caught up in some shit, and he just he lost his mind. That dopamine, the serotonin levels in his brain won't connect in that day. So I think I honestly, and I'm honestly, I'm not trying to chastise a black man. I don't. I want that brother to get paid,
Oh,
and
he
I
already
want.
got paid.
Well, yeah, but he's not really getting paid this year because
Oh no, but that 230 guaranteed is he getting that for
oh
sure.
no, that's facts. That's facts.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's
that
facts.
$5 million fine he got, that's chump change to him. He got
Yeah.
that 230 guaranteed.
Nah, for real. I'll take it too. He honestly finessed the Browns, to be
He,
real.
he did.
Bro, he finessed the plug. And I can't be mad at him for it. I mean, if anybody can be upset, it's really the Browns. Because I mean that now they're wasting money for 11 games and can't even play
They
them
got
or
to go out
practice
there
a
and
man.
play with Jacoby Brissett.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's their fault. Getting rid of Baker Mayfield. I mean, it's not like he really much of anything, to be honest. But at the end of the day, he was a filler. And you could have kept your same roster and kept your same quarterback, and you could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have made something
And doing
work.
what you've been doing.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe went to the playoffs, maybe win a game, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe just go home. But at the end of the day, you still would have been $237 million richer, you know? But I think the NFL got it right, to be honest, with 11 games. Cause I'm like, that's just some shit you just can't do. That's just what you don't do. So as far as 11 games go, that's cool. But in all actuality, he really just needs some therapy, some treatment. I advise anybody to do that. If you're doing weird shit like that, you need help, my boy. And that's all there is to
I would say, cause man, even though it's crazy about the suspension, he come back the week they play the Texans.
it. The week they play the Texans. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The
That's why I'm
NFL is
like,
smart. The NFL real
yeah,
smart
they real smart. He
because
probably go ahead.
they didn't want him to play like, cause he got the weeks before that they got Lamar, Brady, and like some other top tier quarterbacks. They was like, nah, we don't want you touching any games with them. You feel me? So they was like, we gonna give you the week you come back against the Texans, so we ain't really got to put that game on TV. So we just gonna let that one play out.
Facts. Nothing but facts. So how do you think the Browns will retaliate as far as success on the season going forward?
Honestly, I don't know because I mean, Amari, he could disappear at any time. My
Mm-hmm.
dog Nick Chubb, really my favorite running back in the league on the
Oh
low.
yeah.
So I don't. It's really the team really gonna be on his back
Mm-hmm.
like it usually is. You feel me? So, and I'm just gonna have to pray for my boy Nick Chubb, man, because I don't know about the defense either. I mean, they got some pieces over there, man, but as a unit, man, I just don't know about the Browns.
Yeah. I feel that. I honestly, in my opinion, I think the defense will be fine. As long as they stay healthy. But I think as far as the offense, you gotta really all you have is Nick Chubb because I mean, like you said, Amari Cooper, you never know when he's gonna step up, when he's gonna show up and show out. Uh, Kareem Hunt don't even want to be there.
That's what I'm saying. I feel.
So I I just think this season is just gonna go to waste.
Oh,
They might as well just let the chips fall where they may and
lost
just
Jarvis.
you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of back in the same rate you were about 4 or 5 years ago. So you
I
might as well
wanted
just take
Kareem Hunt to
the L.
end up in Tampa, man, since they got
Oh
rid of Ronald
man.
Jones. But
Oh man. That's not fair. I'm sick of Tampa. I'm sick of bro. As far being a Panthers fan, bro. When I tell you I'm so fucking ready for Tom Brady, just sit down.
y'all gonna be good though, cause the whole offensive line is done for. Like they lost
Are we
Ryan Jensen for the year.
right?
The backup guard Stinney just tore his ACL, MCL for the year. Tristan Wirfs got an oblique injury, so he day to day. So all they really got is Donovan Smith. He decent. They got Shaq Mason, another guard from the Patriots. He alright, but that interior, bro. Ali Marpet retired, so bro, my boy Brady about to be getting hit this season, bro, and I'm not looking forward to watching it at all.
Bro, he 45. Why you think he taking a month off? He 45. He know he about to get done. He know he about to get done up. I would stay home. 45. I'm like, bro, now I'm 26. Some mornings, if I work out the night before, some mornings I'm waking up sore and I'm like, nah, bro, I don't even feel like going to work. So I don't know how he doing it at 45. You know what I
I don't
mean? Like,
either. Like,
like I don't know how he doing it,
and
bro.
then Julio went. I'm just like him and Julio finally linked up. It was too late for
Yeah.
that. Him
Yeah,
and Mike
facts.
Evans, the hamstring, the Hammy brothers can't. I don't know if they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be able to stay healthy. Godwin coming out the ACL. So man, then they got rid of Rojo. So it's just like, I don't
That's
know. They
real.
gave, and I'm gonna stand on this. They gave the head coaching job to the dude that cost us the division round against the Rams, and I'm still kind of like, he really cost us that game, and they gave him the
He
head
really
coaching
did.
job.
He really did. But he is a good coach. I'll give him
He
that.
is Todd. Todd is
He,
definitely a great
he
coach.
a good coach. He a good coach. So I
But what in your
guess
right mind tells you to put your worst corner, your slot corner, on the best receiver in the league that season for the game? What in your right mind tells you to do that? I'm never gonna get
facts.
over that. Like,
Nah, facts. I feel that. I feel your pain. I know exactly what you mean. Because we have Matt Rule. So it's like, I don't know what we gonna do.
yeah, he
You
might
know
be
what I'm
gone
saying?
after this year. I ain't gonna lie.
And honestly, if he was, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be upset because honestly, I wanted them to fire him this season and go after Brian Flores. Just because the simple fact that Brian Flores is gonna hold you accountable. That this is before he got with the Steelers. He gonna hold you accountable. He's a great coach. He knows football, and I mean, he's a player's coach. The players love him. So yeah, but we threw. But to hop back on the Browns train, do you think they should go after Jimmy G?
Man, it's so many teams. They talking about the Giants going after Jimmy G, the Jets potentially. Say it's so many teams he can go to, but man, they might as well, bro. He just gonna sit there and rot away in San Francisco and not be playing. So
Facts.
somebody better go
Facts.
after him, and if it's anybody, it might as well be them, because
Yeah.
it's not like he gonna be a franchise guy when you already got somebody for 230 mil. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, that's true. Because I was thinking the same thing, and I was hearing about that on ESPN how the Browns would potentially want to go after Jimmy G, and I'm just like, and he'll be the fourth quarterback on the roster. So I'm like, after 11 games, that's cool, but now you have two starters in Cleveland, and it's like it's pointless when you already paying one the whole boatload. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's pointless.
And
It's
wherever he
pointless.
go, they gonna want the 49ers to pay most of his contract anyway, and I don't think they
Oh,
really trying to do
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all a money grab. That's really all it is. Yeah, that's the NFL in general.
Yeah.
Just to segue, I feel like what are your thoughts on the preseason? Do you think NFL there should be an NFL preseason going forward? Because I've been seeing a lot of people, talk about how the preseason is garbage. I was hearing some dudes talk about it at work. They don't like the preseason. They see it's pointless. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it makes sense for the young guys can get their legs under them. You feel me?
Right.
Even the veterans. You feel me? The guys a couple years in. You feel me? Get the chemistry. I mean, you got camp, but it's like going straight from camp into the season. It makes sense to get rid of it because it's a longer season, but it's like everybody doesn't have that opportunity to get their legs under them in a real game if they don't
Right.
have the preseason. But I ain't gonna lie, they were Fox is they was promoting the game. It was like Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray leading their team. I'm like, bro, them dudes is not gonna be in there for more than a couple series and then
At
be out
all.
the game. Like, so you don't even have to promote it. It's like they about to go head to head. Like,
Hmm.
they gonna be in there for 1 or 2 series, and then the young guns gonna get out there and do their thing. But in my opinion, I mean, the preseason is a good thing just so everybody has a chance to get their legs on them before the season starts. So just in case they just don't get thrown in middle of the season and don't know what's going on.
I agree. I agree. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the preseason. Honestly, I don't even know the last time I watched the preseason.
I don't. It's
It's been like 3 years. Had to be like, but I mean, that just from just previously being an athlete in high school, like I understand why they would have a preseason because you just can't, like you said, you just can't go from training camp into playing your first game. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it's something that's gonna count in the end.
professional
Cause
too. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I agree with the preseason. I mean, it's really all a money grab, to be honest. It gets the owners rich. The players, the younger players. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the people that's playing in the preseason probably not gonna make the roster.
yeah,
But
some
at
of
the
them,
same
like the
time,
well, the ones that you drafted though, yeah, like that.
right,
That's why you
right.
should have it, because the ones that you drafted, like your first couple round draft picks, are gonna play in that game.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's just like they're 9 times out of 10 gonna make the
oh
roster.
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. So like because I mean, and the lower level guys that's drafted fifth, sixth, seventh round. I mean, they're not really making money like that. They're making a stipend, but they're not. They don't have contracts.
Yeah, they
They
getting
really
it.
getting paid kind of per diem in
I
a
don't even think
sense.
they getting the NBA 10 day.
Nah, at all, at all. So it really depends on their work ethic and their productivity. So I think it's just a money grab by owners. That's my only problem with it. But I do think it's good for the younger players because you'll find a gym. You know, every once in a while you'll find a gym like what's the dude from the Cowboys? It's like Turban.
Oh
I
yeah,
believe that's his name.
yeah,
You know what
Turpin.
I'm saying?
I just seen that punt return he just did. I ain't see the kick return, but I
Exactly.
seen the punt return. That joint was crazy.
Hey, bro, he fast, man. That's all I gotta say. He got them burners. That's all I gotta say. And I think they found one. They still not gonna be shit, but I think they found one. I
Shout
think
out
they
to
found one.
Cowgirls. Shout out to
shout,
Cowgirls.
shout out to the Cowgirls, man. I can't stand them. Never will. Man. As long as Jerry Jones is there, they will never win another championship. And I can say that loud and clear and be confident in it.
I
Never.
mean, they got so many dudes to pay. You feel me? I don't know what they
Exactly.
gonna do.
Exactly. Zeke is on the downfall.
That
He,
going another extension.
you know what I'm saying, and don't
Gotta pay
deserve it.
Micah.
Got to. Oh, you got to pay him. That's my first priority. If I'm him and Diggs.
Diggs.
Oh, that's my first
I
priority.
say Van Der Esch back there.
Oh
You
yeah,
got a whole bunch of
yeah.
people that, because you know Jerry love his homegrown talent, so he gonna take
Oh
care of
yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I don't like about Jerry Jones. Like he's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to stay in. And he's consistently inconsistent. He wants to stay in this one system that he's been trying to stay with since Emmett Smith left. Like,
Troy Aikman.
like you know what I'm saying? He trying to play in the same system and it's just not working. That ain't it, buddy.
You better do what AB said and call him. He hit his line.
Nah, for real. Honestly, that's probably their best bet. If they want to really get, if they want to elevate the running game for Zeke and Pollard this year, I really think getting AB will probably be our best bet simply because of the fact that it's just gonna open everything up.
And CD as number one, he good, but I just don't know if he that good. Because I remember people was saying that CD was better than Justin Jefferson. I was like, bro, y'all is wilding. Like I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's dead. That's dead. He
like
faster. He
really,
faster.
like they first 2 years, I'm just like, bro, y'all are really wild and talking about
Yeah.
some. He's better than Justin Jefferson. Like
Well,
Justin Jefferson, even with Adam Thielen there, Justin Jefferson is literally the one. Like
facts. And to be honest with you, you know who I think better than both of them? Jamar Chase. To me, he
yeah,
better than both of them.
Mr. Jamar, I take a slant route 60. He really might be better than both of them. Like no cap.
Facts. Because he gonna take it to the house every time. Like he's probably the closest to Jerry Rice right now. Just as far as his route running, that shit is so crisp. He got the speed. He has the Randy Moss speed. He got the Jerry Rice hands and route running, and he's just smart as far as just where knowing his placement on the field, knowing when to throw his hand up for his QB. Like you know what I'm saying? Him and Joe Burrow. Oh man, that's a match made
I
in
can't
heaven,
wait to
bro.
see it again.
Nah, for real. Cause they like Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne almost, or Marvin Harrison. Like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's switch sports real fast. So let's talk about the Lakers, man. You know, I gotta talk about LeBron. I cannot end this without talking about LeBron and the Lakers.
Raymond James.
So, you know, previously this week, he just signed an extension for 2 years, 97.1 million
Yeah, I believe
for
so.
the Lakers. And
He's the
I want to
highest paid
know
player now. Highest paid
facts
player now.
in NBA history, the most earned. And what are your thoughts on him extending? You think he should have, or do you think he should have made some demands as far as like what they'll do with Russ and the rest of their roster? Should he been a La GM or like
Oh, he's
just let it
always
play
and
out?
forever will be late GM. You feel me? Like he went in there talking about so we got Rob Pelinka, everybody in Genie ear telling to get rid of them picks for Buddy Hill, Miles Turner or Kyrie. He always is forever. It don't matter where he go. It don't matter if you the Lakers. It don't matter if you Pat Riley, even though
Mm-hmm.
Pat Riley is the mob boss. You feel me, the Godfather. But Lay GM gonna be Lay GM. He gonna get what he want.
Without a doubt. I mean, do you think they'll get either one of them, whether it be Kyrie or Buddy Hield or Miles Turner, or even like I saw today, maybe Zach LaVine?
They ain't getting Zach LaVine. He's staying in
Nah.
Chicago. He
Yeah.
said Chicago home, but man, Indiana was. I swear I heard they was out here selling tickets for $1 in their arena at one time. So it's just like
Hey,
something like that.
yo.
That's just what I heard. I'm not for sure, but that's just what I heard. But they might as well give up, man. Miles, they don't want Miles Turner, and he don't want to be there. And Buddy Hield was just a trade piece in the I think him and Tyrese Halliburton went over there, I believe. So it just I forgot. I think he's over there, but
Yeah.
they might as well take Buddy Hield and Miles Turner away and get some picks in Westbrook, even though that contract is bad. But it's like y'all Indiana, bro. Y'all not doing nothing. So.
Facts. Honestly, because I mean, they in a rebuild mode. So I mean, honestly, they get rid of them too. I really feel like their best bet is as far as the Pacers go, their best bet is to really, might as well build a team around Halliburton. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, he's probably your best youngest star. Buddy Hield, I mean, he's a fit, but he's not really gonna do much. I mean, he's just shooting. He gonna get you the open shot. Miles Turner, rim protection, like you said, he don't want to be there. So ship him out. Take on Westbrook. Buy him out his contract if you need to. If you don't want him on the roster.
Cause I can't have him around Halliburton taking the ball out his hands.
Nah, not at all. Put his ass on the bench. You know what I'm saying? And I got a real bold prediction. I give it 2 years. If the cycle with Russell Westbrook continues, 2 years, bro, he gonna be like Melo a few years ago. He's not gonna be in the league.
I was about to say I kind of can agree with that because it'll be like if he gets traded again, it'll be like his 4th or 5th team in like 4 or 5 years. So it's just like at this point, don't because didn't nobody want him at first when he was getting out of Washington. So it's just like, and the Lakers was the only team that wanted him, and nobody wants him now. So it might be even worse than Melo for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts. I agree.
At least Portland was trying to, at least Damian was trying to get Melo. You feel me? Like LeBron was probably trying to get Melo somewhere.
Yeah. As far as the way the game of basketball is really evolving, and the way that teams are kind of building their teams and building their roster with shooters, you know, guys that can play 3-and-D, that can really stretch the floor out. Westbrook's game is not a fit for anybody's roster. I mean,
a ball dominant guard that can't really shoot. Yeah, you can't be on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and your defense is subpar.
Yeah.
You turn the ball over every three plays.
Because even Curry out here being a defensive stopper now, and people been saying he can't play defense. You feel me?
Exactly. So, and I want to get to your boy Wardell later on. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But you know, as far as the Lakers go, I really feel like if they, honestly, I would love for an even swap. AD and KD, AD and Westbrook for KD and Kyrie. My problem for your problem. AD can't stay healthy. Westbrook is not a fit. For the Brooklyn side, KD don't want to be there. Simple as that. And Kyrie can't show up to work every day. My problems for your problems. Let's switch them out and let's see the best man gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's really after Rudy Gobert got traded for 5 first-round picks.
They messed it up for everybody.
It fucked up the whole game. It messed up the whole system.
It up for traded him for 5 of them. Like he's not even worth one. He's not even worth 3.
Nah, not
in
at
my
all.
opinion. He good. I'm not gonna shit on Rudy because he good for what he do. He provide for your squad, but 3 to 5 first-round picks for bro is crazy.
Nah, he's not an offensive threat. So there it is right there. And just to be honest, if he can only guard 2 through 4. He can not even the 2s. He can only guard the front court. Yeah, he can only guard the front court, and sometimes depending on who they're playing,
that's what I'm saying. If they got a stretch 4 to 5, it's just like he cooked.
He cooked every single time. If you go beyond the top, if you go beyond the block, he's getting cooked automatically. I mean, whether you shooting in his face or you taking him off the dribble. So he messed the game up. So as far as LeBron being extended, I feel like it's not gonna mean anything if they don't build a roster to fit a championship form. Because right now it's far from
And not to throw no, I'm not throwing no shade on LeBron at all, but it's just like he never really wanted young guys, and that's really all they got were Troy Brown, Juan Toscano, Damian Jones, Thomas Bryant. Like he don't. Wardell just did it with a whole bunch of young dudes, right? But
it.
it's like
Facts.
LeBron never had to or never wanted to. So it's just like
Yeah.
either you need to get some veteran presence around him, or we just gonna have to see what he's gonna do with some young guns. And it's just like
Yeah.
he's about to be 38 in December, so it's
Yeah.
just like
Facts.
I don't know if he wants to do that.
Well,
He
you know
can't
what?
carrying the load like that, but
Nah, he definitely can't. He's that's why at this point in time in his career, he needs AD to take over and for it to be his team. The exact same way when he got to Miami, Dwayne Wade was like, "Here's the keys. Do your thing. Please bring us a championship." And that's exactly what he did. LeBron and last year, that's why LeBron averaged 30 because he couldn't trust nobody on his team to even get 15. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I always say, I'm the biggest LeBron fan, but I'm gonna always be very, very impartial about this nigga's game. Because at the end of the day, he do some bullshit. I'm very vocal and very forward about calling him out on his bullshit. This ain't it. You wanted them to get Westbrook. They wanted to get Buddy Hield. You didn't want that to go through. You wanted your boy. And look where it's getting you. I just feel like it's coming back to bite him in the ass now. You got somebody that played it the same way that you do and can't even shoot nowhere near as better as you. So
that's what I'm saying. He about above league average in shooting, so it's like Westbrook.
exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying. He getting better at it though.
To me, Westbrook is not a bad player whatsoever, and I want to make sure I say this because a lot of people say he just washed up. He's not that dude no more. Brody is still that dude. He's just not in that system that's gonna help him succeed. Simple as that.
Yeah, he ain't getting what was his contract again? I forgot, but they was like he not getting that type of time with the ball. You feel me? He ain't getting it. But he is definitely a good player. I just never really liked when people were saying he was like the best point guard in the league. You know, you had Stephen Curry. You feel me in the league. I never. That's why I ain't never really. I was like, bro, the triple doubles. I never really cared about after the first year because it's just like, what else is he doing? Like, what else is he bringing?
I agree. I mean, you can average triple doubles, but if you're not winning, then it's not gonna really. It don't really mean anything. And I've been on record since maybe the first time they went to the finals at OKC with James Harden, Westbrook, and KD when they played Miami. But I've been very vocal about saying after that, James Harden and Westbrook are not getting rings. After KD left, that's the first thing I said. James Harden and Westbrook are not getting any ring. They're Charles Barkley and Chris Webber. That's who they are. I mean, to be honest, they'll get your team there, but they can't seal the cap. They cannot put the flag in the ground and be like, I succeeded. I brought us a ring. They're not those dudes. They're not those dudes at all. But you know, since you brought up Steph Curry, I really gotta talk about your boy, man, because I can honestly say now, in my opinion, he is a top 10 player of all time. I still can't put him over Magic Johnson. But
I can do it. Y'all don't have to. I'll do it. Y'all don't have to.
I can't put him past Magic, but I can say he has passed Isaiah Thomas in my book. Simply because of the fact, I mean, 4 rings, that's enough as it is, but it's what he did it with the last time. This past ring, bro, in June.
He did it by himself. I'm sorry, bro. He was literally out there by himself.
Yeah, he was, bro. He was.
Dre and Clay thought this was 2015 all over again, bro. And they was just like, yeah, we not even finna show up for you offensively. We just gonna do our thing. So he was literally out there averaging basically almost 30 a game.
Easily. He had one bad game.
And that was it. He shot 1 for 9, but he still almost had 15 to 20 points.
And I think this past finals really solidified his stature in the game, because I mean, a lot of people don't really respect Curry, just a simple fact that because they think his game is one dimensional. All he does is shoot and run off the dribble. But he did a lot. He did everything. He did all the intangibles, everything you need to as a star player to win a championship this year.
Yeah, Mike James said that not too long ago. But I'm like, bro, how is
He
it?
did.
Like, if your game, if his game one dimensional, nigga, what is yours? What is yours? And how is a dude's game that's one dimensional better than you if you got all the dimensions in your game?
Now, see, this is what I got to say about Mike James saying that.
And it's not the first time he's like said something about Steph. Though,
exactly. Now you just try. It looked like you're hating, and to be honest with you, you can't really say that about somebody like Steph Curry if you got your bags packed and got sent overseas. Exactly. That's how that's just my opinion, but I digress.
In one dimensional though, like you got the shooting, the handling, the off the ball movement, defense. I'm just like that's four or five dimensions right there. Like, and his shooting is just one dimensional. Like his gravity to pull others away from the ball to get somebody wide open. Like it's just, I don't know how he just has one dimension to his game, but you know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's an asinine statement to make.
Definitely asinine.
He really showed his ass this finals though, because I knew they would win anyway. It's just a simple fact that they were playing a team that had never been to the finals. I mean, the only person that had been to the finals on that team was who? No, not even Al Horford.
Yeah, I don't think nobody.
So nobody. They have a rookie coach. Nobody on the team has been to the finals. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they always got stopped by LeBron. So I knew they would win anyway. But Curry's performance, honestly, going into game 2, I was like, Andrew Wiggins is probably the MVP. But after seeing Curry actually commit to playing defense, committing to the switch on defense, I mean,
they thought it was sweet.
You know what I'm saying? Really getting guys like Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga open so they can succeed the same way that he can. It was amazing. He was really a team player, and that's one thing KD could never do.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand how people can continue to say that KD is better than him.
Oh no, that's a dub. That's a dub. Like, they sleep.
Like Skip Bayless love to say that KD saved Steph legacy, but it's like he had one without him already, so it's just like who saved who, and who out here still drowning after the fact.
Steph Curry saved KD's legacy, bro.
That whole organization saved his legacy. Facts. The whole organization,
bro. KD is not that dude, and I will continue to say that KD is a great player.
He on the clock for me though. He on the clock for me.
Oh yeah.
And he want to go to 2 number 1 seeds. Oh yeah, you on the clock for me, my boy. You doing that?
You know what I'm saying?
I understand players got the autonomy to do what they want, but it's like, bro, you want to go to the 2 number 1 seeds, bro. Like, that's some real hoe stuff. I ain't even gonna lie to you. In the competition of sports, like, nah, bro. Like, I one way I can understand it, at the same time, bro, you done did this one time before, and now you want to do it again just to make it easier on you. And you got people like Skip Bayless trying to say, he's just looking for another challenge, you know what I'm saying, to go win CP3 and D-Book or Jimmy Butler ring. I'm just like, bro, all right.
Bro, it's not a challenge when you're not the sole star on your team.
Like, you're not the leader. Like, you going somewhere where you just, all you have to do is really just hoop and not lead. But KD did say to be a leader isn't in the repertoire for being one of the greatest players of all time. Those words did come out of his mouth on Twitter.
Did he really?
I swear it was a tweet that said being a leader, being a good leader doesn't really have nothing to do with anything. I swear it was one of his tweets that came out a while ago.
Boy, you better shut the fuck up, KD, because what is that? Come on now. being a leader is not in the repertoire of being a GOAT.
Something to that extent is what he said. He was responding to somebody on Twitter. He said something about not well, just basically he doesn't have to be a great leader to be one of the greats.
Jesus,
You just
Devontae
gotta
Christ.
have the hezzy hezzy tween. You feel me? The tween.
Got to be more careful. That ain't KD is off the charts for that one. I can't believe, man. Hell no, man.
This is just allegedly, people.
That's
this is
crazy.
allegedly.
Allegedly. But if he said that, bro, that's some whole shit to say, bro. I'm sorry. Because you have to be that dude in order to be considered the GOAT. Larry Bird was that dude. Michael Jordan was that dude. Kobe was that dude. Bill Russell, God bless his soul,
Yeah,
was that
R.P.
dude.
Bill, man. R.P. Bill.
R.P. William, man.
R.P.
Damn, that
6,
shit
man.
crazy. That shit crazy. But you have to be that dude, man. And I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. But Steph showed his ass, and Steph really showed who was better. And I feel like it was low key a message sent to KD, but just because of the stuff everybody been saying about KD being better or
He ain't
Steph,
gonna win another
yeah,
title.
you know what I'm saying. Steph
He
not
over
gonna
the
win another
hill.
title, like nah,
Man,
that's a
like
dub.
I've been saying it, but like just watching, it was like one of the first times I literally watched almost an entire playoff run, and he been locked in ever since he's been locked in ever since he was locked in ever since the first round, coming off the bench, averaging
Mm-hmm.
20, 27,
Mm-hmm.
almost 30 off the bench in that
Mm-hmm.
series, like the Memphis series, and like it's just man, the Dallas, like he was locked in from the beginning, and then to see what he was doing in the finals in game one, like I was like that whole like I watched all the games, bro, and it's just like I was like my favorite player really out here going crazy. Like it was really like a sight to see.
In his bag on a different level.
Like the first game, they dropped coverage and he putting up 22 points in the first quarter, something
Mm-hmm.
somebody has never done. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, is you telling me nobody's ever been that good enough to put up 22 to 25 points in the first quarter in the finals game? Like
Facts. Facts.
the
Hey man.
43 in Boston,
And he did it against the best team, the
the
best
best
defensive,
that's what I'm saying. And then KD
best
couldn't even
defense.
muster up one win against the best defensive team.
That's crazy, man. That tell you everything you need to know right there. I'm impressed.
And
For real.
he still get no credit, bro. He called the Celtics of finals frauds and stuff like that, man.
I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that. But I no, I wouldn't even call them frauds. I wouldn't call them frauds simply just because of the fact you swept KD and Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. And then you took Giannis to game 7. I Jason Tatum's still one of my favorite players, even though all the slander and stuff. But it's just like, bro, went into Giannis' crib and gave him almost 50 to
Mm-hmm.
force a game 7.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wouldn't even call him a fraud. And honestly, Jason Tatum is still young.
24. He been
You know,
19. He been
bro, you know
19
what
for
I'm
5
saying?
years.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So he's only getting better. Just imagine if he's been to the conference finals 5 times already at 25. Just imagine what he's gonna do when he's 30.
And just imagine if Jaylen Brown was your best player in the finals and JT didn't have a bad, and he had a bad final. Just imagine what they gonna do when they both own and don't want to take nights off.
Exactly.
Then
Experience
with
come
they
with
new
age,
pickups they
man.
got,
Facts. That's it. Like I mean, bro, it's really that simple because I can guarantee you by the time they're 30, they'll have a ring.
for sure.
They will definitely have a ring.
Cause I
Now,
mean
without
the East, they got some good up and coming teams, but it's just like they gonna be young, and they
yeah.
gonna be the veterans at that point. Like
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? Philly is it really just gonna be them? Philly and Milwaukee, really the OGs. If the whole Brooklyn thing blow up, it's gonna be them 3 top teams right
Mm-hmm.
there with the young guns coming up.
And they're gonna take over. Simple as that. Now, I do want to ask you this while we talked about KD a lot, but I want to know who what is an equal value the trading for KD? What are you giving up?
Oh man, I don't even know, cause it's just like with Ben Simmons being on their roster, they couldn't get a Bam. You feel me? Like
Donovan Mitchell.
they couldn't get a D book. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like they wanted Brandon Ingram. I'm like, I'm not trading you Brandon Ingram after what he
No,
just.
no.
Brandon Ingram won some games in the playoffs. You feel me? Like, so I'm not finna give you our focal point of the team, even though we got Zion. Brandon Ingram is the focal point of that team. Shout out to
Facts.
T5 legend. You feel me?
Facts.
But
Shout out to Jug, man.
I really want to get him on our pod. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once I get him, bro, I'm gonna definitely send him y'all way, cause I'm waiting on that too. I'm just patiently waiting.
But I don't even know. It's really no equal value for KD. Like you really just gonna have to at this point. They just gonna have to get what they gonna have. You get what you get. Don't throw a fit,
Mm-hmm.
man. Get some picks and then some credible players, I guess. But it's just like you're not gonna
Facts.
get no equal value for Kevin Durant.
No, I agree. And if I'm a GM, I'm not giving up my young players for Kevin Durant,
Not at all.
bro.
I'm like they was talking about giving up Kaminga, Jordan Poole, and Wiggs. I'm just like, bro, y'all is
Nope,
tripping. Like
nope.
y'all tripping. Like I'm
Let
not.
Shannon Sharp mean nope, nope. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. No, absolutely not. Because, bro, I don't know if you know this. In the last 3 years since KD has been in Brooklyn, bro, he has played only 90 games in 3 years.
And won one playoff series.
One playoff series. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Now, I
What it meant?
understand he's a generational talent, but I mean he was rehabbing the first year, but after that, it's like bro, only one playoff series.
Facts. I can't do it. Like I cannot in good conscience give up my young players for a 34-year-old declining superstar. He is a bucket. Don't get me wrong. But in the day, he's getting older. So yes, realistically, he is declining. So I mean, bro, KD is paper clips. He can't keep it together. He can't stay healthy. Off and on since 2014, KD has been injured.
So he
I'm
got
I'm
had the
I'm not
foot,
doing
the
it. You know what I'm
Achilles, then
saying?
the
Yeah.
knee.
I'm not doing it. I can't. I mean, because honestly, it'll be a waste of money. It'll kind of be like, in a sense, it'll kind of be like getting rid of all the young players from the Lakers when they got AD. I mean, if I'm getting rid of Brandon Ingram for KD, I mean that's a win for Brooklyn.
Yeah, because a
Because I
KD
mean,
and Zion is not
yeah,
really like.
exactly. We got to pick which one is gonna miss out tonight because somebody's hurt.
And
Somebody's
then
on the verge of
McCullough gonna
being
be
hurt.
out by himself.
Exactly, and he's not that person to carry a team.
Nah, he dope, but he
Yeah, he a
not.
bucket. He good locker room presence, and he's
Yeah,
good leadership for the
NFL
young guys.
president. You know,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I
I
mean,
mean NBA president. I said
yeah,
NFL man.
I know what you meant.
NBA PA.
So I mean, I just feel like trading your young guys for a declining superstar that I mean that's probably gonna be disgruntled after a year if everything don't go the way he wanted to, and not go put in the same production. I mean, it's just like you losing, and it's really pointless in my opinion. So I had to ask you about that because I know
Somebody gotta be desperate.
you know what I'm saying. Somebody gonna have to be desperate enough to just get rid of everything like that for KD. But I had to ask you because I talked to a lot of dudes, especially at work and stuff. I talk to dudes and they be like, man, nah, fuck that. I'm trading BI to get KD, and I'm like, bro, you sleep. Like one of my homeboys, he a Celtics fan. He said he'll get rid of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum for KD and Kyrie. And I'm like, bro,
What are
you
you
sleep.
winning with that?
You,
What are you
eh,
winning with that? And like, what are
thank
you
you.
winning with just him?
Thank you.
And you gonna have to get, bro. You gonna have to give up Marcus Smart in that deal too. You gonna have to give
You're
up the
gonna have
defensive
to.
player of the year. You gonna
You
have to
you are
give up
going
one of
to
your
have
star
to.
players and your defensive player of the year in that deal. So
You have
why do
to.
you want to blow up your whole championship team that just went to the finals and just swept this nigga? Like
Thank you. You took the words out my mouth, my boy. Thank you, because that's stupid right there. That's just straight up stupid. That's dumb as hell.
mental illness, bro. Like
Nah, for
why
real.
would you want to do that? Like it
But
don't make no sense at all.
I think people just in love with headlines. You know what I'm saying? I
Hot
think,
takes, you feel me?
I think people just want to say the wildest thing that'll come out of their mouth, and it'll be, it's just
Shout
stupid.
out
It's not
Skip
even,
Bayless and Stephen A
you know
for
what
that.
I'm saying, bro. But you know what though, bro? It's the thing about Stephen A. Stephen A say some wild stuff, bro. But down the line, sometimes that shit end up being right.
Yeah.
That's why I can't even be mad at him. Because if you say something, I'm like, hold on, bro, you tripping. Like, hold on, you New York niggas are wow. Y'all are different. But when it happens, I'm like, oh damn. Man, we say he was tripping, but okay, I see what he mean now. So I can't be too mad at him. I mean, that's my idol. I look up to him, so I
For
can't
sure.
be too I can't be too bad at
Yeah,
him.
like that's some prestige. That's some prestige
Nah,
right
for
there.
real. Hey man, so let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna transition to music.
Yes, sir.
I know one of our favorite subjects, and recently on social media, you know, uh, one of the great producers of our time, Diddy, was saying how R&B was dead, and he was saying how it wasn't too much emotion in music nowadays, and and it's just not the same as it was in the 1900s where we were born. So
Hey,
I want to take on that. Do you think R&B is dead?
what is he like? No, like what is he? He talking about it's no emotion.
Now,
Like
look, I will say this, bro. It ain't the same type of emotion that it used to be in the 80s and 90s.
it's cause dudes ain't out here singing and begging on the track.
But you know what? I think he should have used better words, because I would
Yeah,
say it's not the same, and I think that's what he meant. It's not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? The music back in the days will make you wanna be all sensual and very seductive with your
yeah, there
woman,
was a
and
lot of
you know,
innuendos.
you know what I'm saying. And
That
now it
it's
just
just
like,
up front, like we gonna do this. You feel me?
right,
Like
facts.
we getting down. You feel me?
Like, you know
Like
what I'm saying. Like
Chris
before, it
Brown
was
sets
like,
you back to sleep. You feel me? Tight
oh
vibe.
nah, for real. Hey, bro, that's one of the greatest R&B songs ever. I can't even put that in the same category. That shit is beautiful. That whole song is beautiful.
And
Like,
I don't know how he just go. And Chris Brown, like I literally like he just dropped the album that was like it's 33 tracks, but I like almost half the
bro,
tracks on this album. So it's just
bro,
like how is it dead? Like
bro. It's 33 songs on that album, bro. I like at least 29. That shit fire. Like, that shit is fire, bro.
just off like the Bryson Tiller feature, Need You Right Here, the Sex
Mm-hmm.
Memories, LMA, the Jack Harlow, man, Warm Embrace, the Tory Lanez, Bad in the
Mm-hmm.
Beach, Survive the
Mm-hmm.
Night, Dream, Slide.
Mm-hmm.
He got so many songs up here. Like I don't know how you can say R&B is dead. Then don't get me started on the female R&B, bro. Like
Facts.
I'm heavy on the female R&B, bro. Like you got Kaylani out here, you got Janae, you got Summer Walker, Snow Allegra, Mahalia. Like, bro, it's
Mm-hmm.
so many shorties out here. Like I'm
Pink Sweats.
Pink Sweats go crazy.
Uh,
Giveon,
Jasmine Sullivan.
like sit like
You
I guess
know.
you can put SZA in that category as
Oh
well,
yeah,
but like
for sure.
it's so like so many good
Ari Lennox,
R&B, like yeah, Ari Lennox, Brent Faiyaz, like
Brent
Mr. Toxic
Fayez.
himself just released a banger album.
Oh yeah, that shit was
Like
fire.
you got Young Tiller, like her.
Facts.
Like I don't know how you can just sit here and say that R&B is dead when like
Division.
it's really at its peak. Like it's the best it's been in
In
so
10
long,
years.
in my opinion. Like it's like especially with the female R&B, like they
Yeah,
really
I
been
agree.
they really been going crazy. Like that's really what I've been listening to mostly is female R&B.
Bro, you know what, one of the greatest, the two greatest R&B albums of the last 5-6 years. Over It by Summer Walker, and
Man,
and Hotels by Jasmine Sullivan.
Summer what, bro? That Over It was just so
Bro,
like
that shit
that
was
joint
beautiful,
was
bro.
crazy.
Shit
Like
was beautiful. Shit
she
was
went
beautiful.
she went crazy on that
I
joint.
felt bad for her, bro. I was over it, nigga, after I heard that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
bro,
Ella
you
May,
you
like
don't have those. I think what I think Diddy was wrong. Let me say that.
he was
I,
dead
I I
wrong.
think it was wrong, but at the same time, I can kind of see where he's coming from, because, like I was saying earlier, like, you don't have that same R&B music that want to make you come home from work all day and passionately and seductively have sex with your woman. Now it's just like, let me pin you to the mattress, bitch. Let me drill you like a construction site. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. You're gonna get this dick. Simple as that. But back in the day, it was like, will you have me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
basically asking for consent.
you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's still kind of the same, because a lot of R&B music, especially when it comes from men nowadays, it's more toxicity and how toxic I can be to ruin your life. But at the same time, back then it was the same way. The nigga said, if you think you're lonely now, wait until the night. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, so I'll be long gone. You feel me? So I think it's some similarities, but I think if you look at the totality of it all, R&B is really just changing, bro. Like, R&B, it's a different sound now. I get what he was saying, where it's a lot of people that's R&B and rap have kind of joined together, where you got niggas like Young Thug and Tory Lanez that sing, or you know what I'm saying, or you got you know what I'm saying, you just got dudes that sing with an auto tune.
And how you gonna say R&B is dead when literally the biggest rapper in the world is an R&B nigga?
Nah, for real. Nah,
come on, like Drake is literally an R&B dude.
I ain't think about that. That's facts. And because he really is. I mean, that's what he started off doing, R&B. He just can rap. And I think that's where the misconception come from. And I think that's kind of where Diddy come from. He sound like an old nigga for one, but I think it really comes from the fact that, bro, most of our R&B artists, as far as men go, are rappers. So I think that's where you know what I'm saying?
Like,
facts. So I think that's where it kind of get blindsided, but I don't think it's dead whatsoever. I do think people, and when I say people, I mean as far as like the industry goes and how like the radio play the same 5 R&B songs every day. So it's never gonna grow if that's the case. But right now, R&B is the best place it's been in maybe 8-9 years, maybe. I feel like
I was about to say, yeah, because like I said, I didn't really start listening to like full albums until I got into high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, yeah, around 2015, 2016, that's when like I really was like really full on listening to full albums and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been around that time. But like I'm ready for some more female R&B to drop right now. I'm waiting on it. Like,
most definitely. Oh yeah, you heard that new Tink?
Oh no, I haven't heard it.
Listen to it. I'm telling you. It's gonna make you want to go in the kitchen and cook a meal for a woman. I'm telling you, bro. It's that type of music that make that man translate the art of love.
That's what I'm saying. Female R&B is really where you have to go to like really feel like sensual, because you know, like you said, the dudes be like, yeah, I'm just finna nail you to the wall tonight.
Hell yeah.
Even though the females be on that timing too, they definitely be talking crazy on them joints, but just what they be saying, just like they just like really want to like basically love type stuff. You feel me? Like you really female R&B is where you go to feel like real sensual when you listen to R&B music.
That's facts, bro. I agree with you. Yeah. And I think it's just going. I think it's just going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to evolve. 10 years from now, R&B is not going to be the same. When Brent Faiyaz and Summer Walker and Janae Aiko and Kehlani, when all of them are old, and it's that new wave coming in, it's not gonna sound like it is today. And shit, we're gonna be in our 30s then. But we ain't gonna like that shit. 9 times out of 10, we might not like it. And I mean, it's just really because our ears are in a specific decade. And like I said, Diddy just sound like an old nigga. It's time for him to evolve. It's time for him to evolve, man. You got the young women, you might as well get on to the young wave.
You know what I'm saying? He just want to get his name back out there.
Yeah, he dropped that single. He trying to cause a ruckus or a debacle, if you will. Like that's all he wanted to do.
But like, I'm gonna just say that like Drake becomes the first artist in history to earn 100 top 20 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 and breaks the all-time record for most top 5 hits among all artists in the Hot 100, surpassing the Beatles with 30. And he's literally an R&B dude. You feel me? Like, That's the good one. You feel? That's my dog. I just had to shout that out. But like he's saying R&B is dead when you literally got the biggest rapper in the world who's really an R&B dude that be singing.
Bro,
Cause
Drake said
Certified
4
Lover
years
Boy, he
ago.
was singing.
I know he was.
Like he was on like melodic type stuff on
Nah, he was.
CLB.
In too deep. I'm in too deep.
That bro,
Oh, in too
bro,
deep.
that's literally one of my favorite songs. I was
Nah, hey, bro.
that joke was crazy.
Hey, that Future came in, got some bad
Yeah,
bitches that's gonna
that's
fuck
the
me for
people
that
that
AP.
if I
Hey,
wasn't
man.
rapping, baby, I would still be trapping.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Hey, that shit slap, man. That shit slap. Drake said a long time ago, I got more slaps than the Beatles, and he won't lie then. Now he really do.
he ain't never lied. You feel me?
Nah, he ain't never lie, man. He ain't never lie. Drake the GOAT. That's honestly. And I know people hate when we say that, but it's just simple as that, bro. He the GOAT.
It's facts.
He the GOAT, man. He the GOAT. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you for joining me, bro. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up. But first, announce anything you got going on. What I'm saying? Talk about the 24/12 pod before you get up out of here. Talk about what y'all got coming up, what y'all been doing. Just talk to me.
Yeah, man. It's Ketwain, aka Yung Masta, 24/12 podcast. We just had literally our longest interview ever with the man from the Hoot State himself, the owner, Webb Wellman, man. Literally almost 2 hours of us just talking how we got started, you feel me? Meeting John Wall, how he started the Hoot State, the John Wall Classic, the MLK Classic that he hosted in Kinston the past couple years. I definitely go check that out, man. We're trying to get some more interviews going before football season start. That's what I'm really waiting on, football season, because that's really when we gonna
Yes,
get rolling
sir.
again. But yeah, follow us on Instagram at the 24/12 pod, and I believe it's the same for our Twitter. Yes, it is at the 24/12 pod. The 12 is spelled out, is at the 24/12 pod, but yes, that Webb Wellman interview. Literally, everybody needs to go watch that. Almost 2 hours long.
Dope
Really
interview. Dope interview.
appreciate that. It was
For
like
sure.
shout out Brian Hanks for setting it up for us. We had to put in the work, but he set it up for us. So shout out Brian Hanks for that one. And go listen to our Brian Hanks interview as well, man. Two five legends, Kinston legends that we've interviewed. You feel me? Our past two episodes, man. It's really been a blessing, man, to really just connect with them and create bonds with legends in our community to hopefully help us get to the next level.
Facts. Hey, man, I just want to say, bro, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all grinding. You know what I'm saying? We all out here in the sports media space, just trying to make a way. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. Keep grinding, bro. Keep going. I know that shit get hard sometimes, but just keep going. For real. And I'm talking to myself, too. So, like,
Yeah.
football season coming up. I hope to see y'all at some games this year, some college games. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up a notch. Shit, I can see what I could do to get y'all in some games. See what kind of strings I could pull. Y'all let me know where. Mostly HBCUs. I got the biggest string to pull. You feel me? But
We
we can
definitely
make
need to pop
yeah.
out to some HBCUs.
Okay, bet. I can see what I can do. Get y'all in touch with a couple guys from St. Augustine, Shaw, and Central. But yeah, I definitely let you know something, bro.
That's a bit. Definitely need to get into and work together on some stuff.
Hell yeah, for sure. I honestly, bro, I got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm gonna tap you into and see if y'all be interested in because I got some stuff I'm trying to shake up. But hey, man, that's a wrap. It's your boy OG Cook with Yung Masta. Thank you. Peace.
We out.